Hello everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 with King Cenred the Festive of England. Yes, here he is, the one-eyed king. Righty-ho, so there's not too much to go through at the start of this session. I want to press on and see what happens because we are at a teetering point. I feel like we are on the cusp of some uprising, which is going to be fun. So we won't spend too much time doing the sort of preamble, but a couple of things. I've completely forgot to check the comments who suggested this, so apologies, but we're going to first of all rename our child. I asked for names in the last video. Margaret, no. Somebody suggested Xena as a tribute to my mother who recently died, very close to this child being born, so yeah, it makes sense. I like that. So little Xena, little genius Xena. Look at her already, 2 years old and showing such alertness and such promise, bless her heart. Youngest child syndrome, remember I discussed this before. It's a thing. She's going to be getting all the treats, all the goodies, be treated more favourably than the other kids just because she's the youngest. Until we maybe have one more, who knows. So that's little Xena. Also, while speaking about family, look who's popped his clogs. Poor old Aldrich, sent away to the monasteries, has died of pneumonia a couple of years ago. Didn't even notice. How nice. You died 2 years ago and your brothers just realised, oh, is he dead? Oh, what a shame. Vassal opinions. Not looking too good. They started out not too bad, but they're kind of plummeting a touch. Johann's in a faction, trying to put himself on the throne of England. Kent's not looking too bad, but, you know, powerful vassal here, not happy he's not on the council. Good old Inwa. We could put him on the council if we wish to try and maybe placate him, but I don't think Cenred's the kind of guy to have his arm twisted by snotty noble types that are, you know, not happy. Johann Jr. of Mercia, who's just come to power because his mother died. In our cells, if I remember. Yeah, he's teaming up with his father. The Johann and Johann connection. Johann and son. Constanza's in the cells. But yeah, I mean, look at that. It's not marvellous. People are teetering. People are teetering on the edge. So, you know, some would argue caution for old Cenred. You need to, how you play things out of the next couple of years could really, really have an impact on your reign here. How badly do you want your reign? Because one wrong step and it feels like you might go toppling off the tightrope. But Cenred is not one for diplomacy, not one for politics. He's one for fighting and action. And he's going to be belligerent. He's a proud man. He won't cede power. He's proud. He's also ambitious. So he wants all the power and glory. And if people rise up against him, he'll crush them like bugs under his feet. So he's not going to bend, buckle, or, you know, give up any chunks of power to the whims of his vassals. And the reason why I bring that up is because some of his nobles and his council members have been just toying with the idea and trying to impress upon him that if he was just to cede a little bit of power on the council, maybe give the council, you know, the power to vote upon war declarations, that would automatically rule Cenred out of the factions that he's in. And that situation would vanish, and that would greatly stabilise his rule. Interesting, he thought. Yeah, all right. So if I see, he said. Yeah, all right. Thank you for your counsel, but no. I determine who we're going to war with, and no snot-nosed council member is going to, you know, stand in my way. So tough. Oh, okay, just, you know, thought we'd throw it out there. No, well, you've thrown it out there. Now go back into your little hole. Thank you very much. Military organisation technology could be useful right about now. And combine that with an increase in the retinue replenishment rate, because war could be coming, and let's get those holy Huskars replenished as quickly as possible. And with the increase of the military organisation, we get a little bit more retinue cap usage. So let's get some more of those holy huskars. Cenred has seen how useful they are in the flesh, and so we're going to get some more. So that is pretty much as I need to cover to start things off. Or is it? Not quite. Because we are wasting our time trying to capture land over the sea when there are lands closer to home that would yield us more power. We need, as quickly as we possibly can, to increase our personal holdings, increase our personal strength, and that will help with reducing the threat of the factions, because it's going to tip the percentages a bit more in our favour just because we have more men. And why are we mucking around with land over here in the hands of rebel scum that would cause us nothing but grief, when right here is a big, fat, juicy prize? York, with its, a barony there, a city there, 2 bishoprics. It's quite a lucrative little county, that, isn't it? And if we were to have that into our control, that would severely increase our income and also our military strength. So we're going to take it. We're going to take it. That's exactly what we're going to do. But we don't want to be making our vassals any more upset than they need to be, so we're going to take it with a bit of intrigue. We're going to switch from war focus to intrigue focus, which is counterintuitive to the situation. War focus war could be coming, so who knows. But this is going to be a little bit of a risk that we take. So that's going to increase our opportunity to maximise plots and stuff. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to utilise that to spy on this man, because we might be able to uncover some deep, dark, hidden secrets, or even pin treason on him. And with if we can pin treason on him, we can imprison him lawfully and revoke his titles, rather conveniently. So we're going to be going at him at that angle. And we're also going to be going at him from the angle of plotting and scheming. We're going to plot to revoke the county. Now, nobody is going to join this plot because nobody likes us very much. But we're going to keep it ticking over in the back burner, just in case we might be able to slander him a little bit with our spying and tip the balance of power in our favours. We're going to need a certain percentage. I think it's 1 backer and 80%, so it's not going to be that difficult. If we can get a couple of backers and get that over 80%, we should be good to go. So we're plotting to take it. Plotting and scheming to take it. And compounding that with a fabrication of a claim. Because if we can't get a revocation to happen, then a fabrication might be the next best thing. We'll have the Chancellor draw up some false papers, But by hook or by crook, fingers crossed, before too much longer, we'll be in charge of York. And then we might as well go for Yordale after that and complete the entire set. But yeah, getting that would be a big, nice, healthy increase in revenues and levy. It is a ripe county, the most prosperous county, really, in this in this duchy. It should be in the hands of a Johansson. So we'll see how that fares, that little development. As we now take the time rolling. Keep a very close eye on Eastmond of York. Please do. A very close eye. And whilst we are also on the intrigue focus, if an opportunity presents itself with good old goody two-shoes Ossulf of Wales, the missionary, Mr. Papal, licking ass guy, then we might be able to do something. But anyway, yeah. Speaking of the man himself, he's just announcing to the world that he's got a golden sword now added to his treasury. Oh, and a ruby scepter as well. Oh, and the crown of pearls. Oh, how flipping lovely. Let's hope you don't get robbed. Golden sword, crown of pearls, ruby scepter. Holy cow, these are like pretty nice weapons. But it's not. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. It's no festive Brutus. No Brutus Festivus or whatever the hell we call our sword, is it? You know, it's Brutus Festivus. It's no Brutus Festivus that has run through so many persons on the battlefield and in duels. That is nothing more than some kind of ornamental piece. It won't even see the light of day. He's actually... Oh. He's actually not bad, is he? I didn't realise. 49 personal combat skill. We're going to lose a bit of... Well, we've lost a lot of personal combat because we've still got smallpox, by the way. And we're still depressed. So we're not in prim and proper sort of fighting condition right now. But, you know, if we were tip-top, we'd be... That would be quite the duel to behold. 49, we were like 40-something, I think, as well. That would be quite the duel between the two kings. That would be a spectacle to see, wouldn't it? Two kings locking arms on the battlefield. Ruby sword, you know, it's a golden sword versus Brutus Festivus. That would be something to see. Okay, so we've got a... Ooh, righteous imprisonment. Duke Aelfrith of Kent wants to fabricate a claim on the title of England, does he? We could slap him in chains and have him in our cells, but we're not going to do that just yet. We'll just hang on to this little snippet of information, because it might come in handy a bit later if he perhaps joins a faction, for instance. Then we might clap him in the cells at that point. So he's not in any factions at the moment, so we'll just keep a very close eye on that situation. We might be able to use it to our advantage when the time is right. So we've got 793 gold. We could look to start constructing further military buildings in Leeds, but we are going to save this money just in case we find ourselves in war with our cousin. We want to be able to afford a nice big chunk of mercenaries. And look at that. I tell you, it's a family trait. Smallpox, we get it, and it just, it vanishes every time. Many, many lesser men have died to this disease, but not the Johansons. My father, my grandfather, we've all had it. My brothers and sisters have all had it, and we have come out smelling of roses, and so we feel better. We lose smallpox, which also will help with our... Yeah, that's without war focus, which would give us another 10. So with war focus, we'd have 60 personal combat. What did you say you are? 49? Yeah, rubbish. As I said, that would be a duel that I would wish to see. It really would be. Some of his sycophants would... and we are antagonising him, so it's not beyond the realms of possibility. Some of his sycophants would claim that King Ossulf is a very humble man, quiet and self-depreciating or deprecating attitude. He is a most disgraceful king. Very disgraceful. And again, he just brushes it off. He just brushes it off. A polite and reasonable response. And so we have to stop doing what we're doing. And instead of antagonising him, we're making him like us more. What the hell? Is this man so bloody holy that nobody can dislike him? What the hell is happening? Our antagonising is having the complete and utter opposite effect. Perhaps we should just give up. He's outwitting us. So this is a son that we are trying to, you know, groom and make sure that he ends up being pretty decent, because he's potentially going to be the next ruler if Cenred does pop his clogs in the cells. So we're going to make him be brave, or do it now. We're going to teach him bravery. We are brave. So let's focus on him becoming brave too. Did that not work? Perhaps it was a percentage chance. That's a shame. Never mind. Like father, like son. Lacks diplomacy. Yeah, as I said, it's just on a knife edge. Yeah, and we were allied with our German friends in a war which we didn't appreciate at the time. It was actually a war with France, funnily enough. So we are technically at war with France at the minute. This is a family member, technically speaking, because he is the son of our cousin, so he's our second cousin. Not that we were going to get involved. Oh, and look who's joined the faction. Oh, Earl of Yoredale's joined the faction as well. Oh my god, an alliance has been formed here as well. Oh, that faction is probably going to be quite nasty now. 134% for putting Johan on the throne, 140 for increasing council power. The council members continue to come once again. They come again and just say, look, there's 2 factions left that you're aware of. You just concede your decision making on the war on war declaration, and those factions melt away, and you've got stability. We can curry favour with the right people to ensure that if anybody does block your future wars, we would make sure that it doesn't happen, that you get your way anyway. It's the way of politics. Just concede that one little bit of council power and your worries just vanish overnight. That's all you have to do, Your Grace. That's all you have to do. No, I am not doing it. These people will not force me into a corner. If they want to come to me with their ultimatums and raise their banners against me to ensure that that happens, let them bring it forth. I have told people across this land what happens to people that will do such a thing. They'll live to regret it. So let them just try. Let them try me, because when I crush them beneath my boot, like the bugs that they are, that will ensure that other vassals in the future don't get similar ideas. Once I start conceding council power just because a poxy faction has raised up against me, what does that set a precedent for in the future? That I am weak? No, it's not going to happen. Let them come forth. I welcome it. My cousin escaped with his life the last time we met by my good graces. He won't survive a second time, I can quite assure you, if he dares to cross swords with me. And so the smallpox epidemic continues to ravage the country. We are behind bars, and just like last time, we would exit seclusion as soon as it comes to having to eat rats, because we just wouldn't be doing that. We'd rather get people get smallpox than us have to eat rats and suffer the indignity. Right, we have hit action stations, and so when I took power with this man, the very first thing I noticed was that, you know, we had a large chunk of land, our cousin had a large chunk of land, and I did say at some point, it's inevitable that these 2 cousins are going to lock horns. It was inevitable. And so here on the 8th of October 1005, we get a message from Duke Johan the Cowardly Chaste, pissy-panty on the battlefield, crying out for his mum, Johansson, with words as if they're going to, you know, make me quake in my boots. I name you a pretender. Duke Johan II is the true ruler of England. Relinquish the title, or there will be war. You incompetent moron. I will not be blackmailed Bring forth your troops, cousin, and you better hope that you are victorious, because you will be in big trouble if you're not. You might as well kill yourself by the time I've finished with you. Your life won't be worth living! Oh, hell. Okay. Okay. And now the council members that were trying to convince Johann that the best course of action was just to concede a little bit of his council power to prevent this from happening. Just a little teensy bit smidgen. Now they're now trying to scrabble around to summon a war council. Ah, dear, dear, dear. Right, we've lost open council positions. An advisor. Okay. We don't need that position filling right now. It's not a crucial position. Although, technically speaking, I suppose we could fill it with somebody who wants a place on the council, maybe? Inwar or Ailstan? I mean, I'm anticipating something changing. If we win this war, I'm anticipating something changing and new people being... Because I'm stripping him of his titles. I don't give a crap if it upsets vassals here and there and everywhere. He's not continuing on after this. No chance. In fact, if we end up killing him or executing him, his land will split Gavelkind. But then there's also other people involved as well. So his son, for instance, as well, has been involved in this. So this is going to have massive implications, and I don't know who's going to end up in what position going forward, so I think we'll keep that position open. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the enemy to amass their troops, because our forces are kind of spread thin. We're cut in half. Half of our forces are going to come from down here, half of them are going to come from up here. So I anticipate amassing my forces once I've seen how much they've got, and then hiring the required amount of mercenaries to overwhelm them, smash them in one big battle, and then this war would be done. Pretty much. So they're going to have to take lots of our land to get this through. So the only thing I have to be careful of is that we can't lose these people. So I have to ensure that these guys run as soon as possible somewhere. Don't ask me where just yet, but they have to run somewhere. I'm thinking perhaps. So this needs to go down. This needs to go really slowly. The increased council power for Essex is led by Countess is disbanded. Countess blah 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 disbanded. So that should have gone now, right? Yeah, there's no more factions left because this has been pressed. So where's people going? They're going to Derby, they're going to Leicester. I mean, there's an argument for actually just raising as many troops as I can muster right now here and trying to take them down in bits, not to allow them to amass. But I kind of think that Cenred wants the glory of winning a really, really big battle. Forget tactically picking off loose dregs here and there. No, let's have it. 10,000 men versus 10,000 men. May the best Johansson win. He is that kind of person. He probably has that amount of confidence in his own ability to lead this force to victory. After especially what happened down in Gloucester, when we were overwhelmed massively and he came out on top. He doesn't fear anybody. Right. So let's see where they amass. Let's see where they go. They may not actually clump in one big army, so we may naturally have an opportunity to deal with them. So let's just let them ponder wherever they're going. Let them do what they're doing. I mean, this army here is quite significant, a couple of thousand. So if we could ideally maybe do something before they come across here. That's only 3,000-4,000 men right here. That's actually not going to do too much. 4,000 men. How much can we muster? 3. That's 5,000 men right there. Is that including these guys? Because I don't really want to raise these guys at the minute. 486. I can press de jure ducal claims. Yeah, I can press Yordale because he's... This is good because Yordale's risen against me, so I can probably take Yordale, actually, after this is done, which saves me having to scheme my way to get it. It's a good job York remained loyal. Okay, let's just let them continue to amass. Stick with the plan. Cenred wants... The only issue is... Leeds is our home capital, where most of our men are going to come from. And we can't raise troops there because they're going to... Looks like they're going to besiege it. That's 4, 6,000, 7,000... We're looking at around about 9,000 men here. And the mercenaries are going to come here, aren't they, as well, I would have thought. Are they? So if they take Leeds... That might not be good. Oh, this is tough. No, we'll stick with this plan. We'll stick with this plan. Maybe they won't hire in the county that's under siege. That wouldn't make sense, surely. They're not all forced to be besieging Leeds anyway. No, they're off to Derby. Yeah, you take Derby. That's what you need to take. You need to take Derby. That's exactly what you need to take. Right. That's exactly what you need to take. You need to take little Poxy Derby. Yeah, right for the picking it is. So close to us. Yeah, are they besieging? Right. I think we have... now the opportunity to do what we need to do. So what do we need to do to click? Hold control when you click to avoid raising levies. We can ask our ally to join us, but he's kind of busy with his own war, so I kind of don't think there's any point right now. And right. "31 men. Don't waste your breath, my friend. Don't waste your breath. And I'll put these guys down for now also. Right. Let's get these guys amassed here. Let's get these guys amassed here. We are looking a bit thin on the ground in numbers, you know. This is Bishop Ulf is no longer caught. We're losing council positions left, right, and centre. Betrothal broken. Holy cow! I think these guys are staying here, which is handy. Right, 3,200 men. Let's get them amassed. Let's start to... No character. Select a leader. No character? Am I secluded still? Is that why I can't join? Let's open these gates. We've got a war on our hands. We can't be secluded in a bloody wartime situation. Are you having a bloody laugh? We need to be ready for action. And our marshal needs to stop training troops also. I need him in my army, leading that flank so famously like last time. Right, I want these men now. Every last man is going to need to muster, so let's have him not go through. Oh, he's going to have to go through one of these two, isn't he? 6 ships. That's fine. Cancel that. Get on the boats. Let's get the boats over here. Right. No, let's not do that. Let's go around. Just don't want any hitches. You know what I mean? Don't want any hitches. So that's just nice and easy. Oh yes, such epic music for a moment that's about to occur. Nadina's finished her education. Very good, very good. Who gives a bloody crap about bloody? No, don't need any competition from random coaches. Get lost, love. Oh, an extra 2,000 men has just rocked up. Ah, my God. Not ideal, not ideal. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, honestly, it's fine. He's going to Leeds. That's good. They're separate, that means, so we can take them down separately. Right. Merge the men. Let's get these last 400. Are they going to Leeds as well? Oh, they're all going to Leeds. Oh no. Oh no. There's going to be a river crossing penalty for us, is there? I'm just worried. I don't want the... How do you dictate where the mercenaries come? I don't want the mercenaries coming here. If we change... it's probably too late, you know. I don't know how this works. I think there's going to be a river penalty crossing if we cross from here. I think if we come from Yordale, there might not be. Right, let's get ourselves here, and then we're going to sort the commanders out. Oh, they're destroying Leeds. I think we let them, to be quite honest. Is this going to actually impact upon our levies that we can muster from Leeds? Because we haven't raised these guys yet. Or have we? We can't raise them whilst they're here. 10,000 men. Oh, I don't know if I've done this right. Well, I'm not in there, so I can't be captured at the very least. So the question I've got is, if I was to raise mercenaries here, I don't think. I think they would come in here. I'm not sure. Or would they come in Hull? I don't know. There's a question. So I'm not going to risk it. And I really hate to see Liege besieged like this. And it might impact upon the levies that I can muster from Leeds. Because I haven't... Oh, did I raise the levies? I raised the levies from Leeds, didn't I? Because they moved to Derby. I think I'm getting confused. Did I raise the full levies from Leeds? Yes, I think I did. So it's just the mercenaries that I'm waiting for then. But I think the mercenaries will come here. Let them smash themselves against our walls. Let them weaken their numbers. Then we'll get the mercenaries when they move on to the next place. That's exactly what we're going to do. So we're just going to stand nice and pretty in one of our own lands. We don't need to be besieging and losing men ourselves. Ooh. Grotesque and repulsive face. Has he got a grotesque and repulsive face? He's got a scar, hasn't he? Says us that's got one eye. What I do? Would love such a freak. And again! He's forgiven me. He's too nice for his own good, this man. He's too nice for his own flipping good. Right. Anyway, back to matters at hand. Yeah, Leeds is not going to be the best of shapes, but it's a bit of a sacrificial lamb at the minute. Ooh. Tarnished his reputation as a virtuous man. Oh, right. Right. 9,400 men. Ah, that's everybody's like, oh, but sir, what's happening here? We should be smashing the enemy. Just be patient. I'm the military genius. Don't question what I'm doing. Just sit pretty. The time will come when it is for us to strike the enemy. That time is not now, but it will soon come. Just remain patient. Just remain patient. Defeat! Oh, the tragedy. The tragedy. They lose more men throwing themselves at us. It's fine. Does it tell you where the mercenaries will come? Right, we need a lot of mercenaries. 4,500 sounds about nice. For 450 should be decent, but it doesn't tell you where they will arrive in or nearby Leeds. So when it says in or nearby, nearby seems to suggest that it's actually going to be not in Leeds, because Leeds is under siege. Do you know what? I'm going to save it. I don't like to reload, but it's a game mechanic, and I'm not sure of it. And I kind of feel like not doing something just because of a game mechanic is not quite in the spirit of things. So we're going to hire the mercenaries now. Whilst they're throwing themselves at our walls and they're thinking to themselves, oh, we're so close to capturing Leeds. Oh, beautiful. Happy days. Happy day. Oh, happy days. All right, my friends. Happy days, very much so. Very much so. You keep thinking you've got victory. You keep thinking. You let your guard down, and when you least expect it, boom! We're gonna strike. Right, so they've come down here, which makes sense. So we're gonna get them into the army, rejig the commanders if necessary, and then we're going to wait for them to get their morale up. You know, just prepare them and brief them about the Johansson way of battle strategy. But yeah, I'm quite happy for them to continue to just lose a few. 8,900, there you go, keep going. Keep going. This is a very, very patient tactic. Let's just let them continue to whittle down their numbers. Maybe when they get to about 8,000, maybe then we'll come sweeping on through. Save the day. Let's have these combined. Right, let's get this done. So Cenred is leading the centre, no questions. Adamar, he's a battlefield terrain master, heavy infantry leader. 1,600. So he's going to go on that side because there's more heavy command. There's more heavy troops on that side, so he'll go that side. And then what have we got here? Siege leader. We don't anticipate. Well, we do have to do some sieging. We will do eventually, I imagine. Because we're going to have to start taking lands after we smash their army. And, yeah, paying quite a bit. 36 a month. That's 10 months worth of wages. So that's actually quite... So we need to use this army as quickly as possible and then disband it more than likely. So we can't afford to dither here, in hindsight. It's very expensive mercenaries. So let's... we cannot afford to pay these guys for too long. Oh, are they? Oh, they're now going to Derby. Let's head them off at the pass. So he's got his wish. He's got one big battle. One big battle is what he wanted. To exert his authority and show his military prowess. He's got it. 8,700 of the enemy's men, the upstarts, the rebel rousers, versus the mighty King Cenred. Oh yes, the history books will tell of my tales on the battlefield, not just once but twice. He's dead. Oh, he died. Oh my god. Oh dear. Right, we'll have to sort this situation out a little bit later, because there's more problems afoot. What's happening here? I'm going to Derby on the 5th of July. He's going to Yodel on the 10th of July. Do we fight in Derby? Who suffers any river penalties here? I don't think anybody suffers a river penalty. So the question is, do we fight in Yordale or do we fight in Derby? Do you know what? We're locked in. We can't change. Right, that's fine. We're going to be fighting in Derby, of all places. And we're off! Here we go! The big battle is upon us! The Holy Huskars, Cenred leading the centre, versus the defending dogs, led by some priest. Where's Johan in all of this? Why doesn't he show his face, the dog? I can't stop thinking about all those prisoners in my dungeon. They are at my complete mercy. What a thrill it would be to hurt them. Oil the rack. Oh my god. Let's... We are cruel. Oh, health. Screw it. Bloodlust has taken over. Oh my god! He's retreating instead to rank his retreat. What a terrible news. Jihad for Egypt. They're looking to take back what the Pope took quite recently. Victory! Victory indeed, but it's at what cost? They're going to Yordale. We're going to have to chase them down and beat them again. We need to beat them quite badly before we disband our mercenaries, because we're going to reduce our number as well. So that's only 2%. Jesus. So yeah. Where's he going? Leeds? What the hell is this? Another 3,000 men have just come. Countess of Leicester. 3,000 men. Where have they sprung up from? Holy cow. That's not good. That's not good. Leicester, right. We're going to have to do this in bits. We're going to have to do this in bits. This could well be... This could well be... Oh no, Norfolk, Norfolk, where's he going? Norfolk. Oh, they're going to merge. Oh no. Well, we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to try. We're going to have to. There's no choice here. We haven't got any more men to put to the cause. Oh, there we go. We've got him. We've got him. We've got him. That could be vital. That could be. The Battle of Northampton, ongoing struggle outside of Northampton has brought out the best of our military strategists. One of them is an Anglo-Saxon veteran with a penchant for innovation. He's suggesting that he retire from the battlefront and return to Leeds to continue his work, safe from flying arrows. No! Hold the line, you fool! You've been cowardly? Right, we've beat back this army. We've beat back that army. And now we go again. We go again. We have to... Holy cow, we're going to have to just keep beating back as many men as we possibly can to whittle down these numbers before we go bankrupt. The campaign has been easy pickings. Swinging my sword over the plains is a pleasure, and my fellow soldiers are equally jovial, surrounded by the blood of our Anglo-Saxon enemies, and the cries of, "Look! Wulfgar!" Oh yes, we're off. We're off again. This is what we do best. A duel on the plains. The enemy commander. We duel him, and just as I sever his hand from his body, he manages to actually hurt me and stumbles down into the dirt. Oh dear, you win the duel. Duel victory. I get wounded, I've got a swollen ankle, twisted me ankle, but hey ho, I chopped his hand off. I'll take a twisted ankle for a hand any day. Stupid clown. I am concerned about the money situation. 3,000. There's still 5,000 men if they merge forces. Oh man, it's bad. I think one more battle victory might just be the tipping point. Where are they going? Leicester. Let's follow them. One more battle might be the tipping point here. Leeds. In fact, let's go and get this other guy while he's sat there waiting. 133. Holy cow. As soon as we go bankrupt, we're going to have to literally disband our troops. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. 3,400. They're off to Yordale. He's off to Yordale. We're off to Yordale. Right. This is another big fight. Another big fight here. Here we go. 7,000 versus 6,000 and we're off again. This is a third battle in a row. Cenred is being relentless. The money situation is bad, but he's not thinking about that right now. He's thinking about smashing the enemy into the ground. And that's exactly what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. The enemy are utterly beaten again. Retreating. And off they go. 4,000 men. 4,000 men. They run again. 41%. They go again. Holy hell. How much men would we have if we disband the mercenaries? Can we check that? Can we check that? How do we... If we disband... Split off special troops. It doesn't say. How do you... How many... How many men that we've got left are our men, and how many are the special troops? Let's take that off for now, because that's probably a lot of money that we're wasting for no reason. That's 9 a month. Let's take that off. Okay, where are you going, Sonny Jim? Lincoln. Let's follow them. We need to be close to them for when they stop retreating, and we need to beat them, I think, once more. We might be good enough. A blessed has passed. Eastman of Wessex lived a pious life. Oh my god. Blessed be his flipping name. Blessed be his name. We were trying to take his flipping title. Oh boy. Right, 77. We literally have one more battle in this. One more battle in this, and then we have to... we're going to have to disband the special troops at the very least. They're the ones that are costing us this massive amount of money. Oh, come on, you dog. Stop running. Stop running from me. $82. Oh, he's running. They're running. Here they come. Here they come. They're coming to meet us one more time. This is it. This could be it. This is the last battle that we can possibly have without going bankrupt. We go again. Of course, we will win again. But winning isn't the issue right now. It's the money situation. And once again, look at this. Another military strategist wants to run tail. No, you will stand on the front lines and you will fight. Right, here we go. So, another victory. They've now got 3,000 men left. I think we can split the special troops off now. Split off the mercenaries. Oh, Godwine. Now, we're not sacrificing anything. We draw the line at sacrifice. Right, split off the mercenaries. Ah, so that tells you how many... Oh. Is this the mercenaries? Or is this the mercenaries? Army of King Cenred. Which one's the mercenaries? 2,968. Army of Chrissy Goonies. Who are these guys? These are ours. So these are the mercenary troops here. Hence why there's no penalty to getting rid of them. So we've still got 4,000 men, which is more than the enemy's got. But even still, it's still going to be a fortune for us to flipping run this amount of men. So we got 50%. This is the capital, right? We're going to have to besiege this. Maybe we'll get a bit of cash from besieging as well, so let's see what happens. That gives us a little bit of a breather. Not too much, but we might start breaking even if we got rid of those troops. Oh boy. Let's have a look. So we'll get some money from the besieging, I think, and oh, we're breaking even. We're breaking even, which makes me think, well, rather than besieging, now that we're breaking even, we should probably just continue to chase this army down until there's nothing left, because they're just going to simply transfer their attentions to one of our lands. And rather than us besiege and lose men, let us continue to chase them down across the country until they have been whittled down to nothingness. A relentless pursuit. That is exactly what we will embark on, and a relentless pursuit of the enemy. Prevent them from allowing to replenish their morale. Let's keep smashing them until they are completely and utterly bamboozled, perplexed, just completely gone. We cannot afford penalties to river crossings now. We are a little bit closer. We can't afford the gold right now, so we're going to have to let that one go. It's a shame, but we have bigger problems to worry about. Let's just continue to... ooh, he's furious. Ooh, now look at that. Beginning to get a bit angry. Beginning to get a bit angry with us. Come on. Ooh. It seems to be more stressed. Ooh, we've given him stressed. What a pleasant surprise. All that trying to convince yourself that you're not bothered by my slanders and trying to play it off as Mr. Calm, Mr. Cool. Is it taking its effect now? What's the important decision? Recruit court physician. Ooh. Right, well, you know what? Whilst we've got a bit of downtime, let's get a new court chaplain here ready to do what he needs to do. There you go. Get yourself down there, sir. Did that work? Did I use the right, click the right button there? I don't think I did. There you go. And we'll make your court position as well while you're at it. If we can. Yes, we can. There you go. Thank you. And pray for me in this battle. Actually, this is a bit closer now. We're only 500 men to the good. Ooh, and we are rivals. Oh, no. Are you serious? Can we duel him? If we can't now because we're in war. We haven't got war focus anymore, actually. We've taken it off for, ooh, a couple more years, though. We might be able to duel him. Oh, might get me wish. King versus king duel. Two epic king fighters dueling to the death. I mean, it serves no purpose for us, really, because we're not going to gain anything from that. The Battle of Derby. Riding over the plains, I see a group of pompous soldiers coming for my unit with their weapons raised. When they are finished with us, all my men are dead. What? What? No! I will not be beaten. I don't need my bodyguards. Where's the enemy commander? I shall seek him out and kill him myself on my own if necessary. A duel in the plains. The sun is beginning to set. when I see Mayor Eric. Brutus Festivus at the ready. He clumsily dodges one attack, but my next one lands perfectly. Frantically, he attempts to cover his injured eye. But I have rarely seen so much blood. Show no mercy! The battlefield is not a time to show mercy. Those dogs. Right, come on. And another one. Oh, for God's sake, what is wrong with these clowns? And so we engage once again in combat. And we have them on the run. We have them on the retreat. And we have them beaten for the umpteenth time. They should just concede, the utter incompetent wretches. Victory! Once again. While riding ahead, your personal guard, you suddenly found yourself isolated and surrounded by the enemy. A violent melee ensued, but you gave a good account of yourself and managed to return to the main body in time to lead them to victory. Songs will indeed be sung of this day. 61%. Let's keep chasing them down. Let's keep chasing them down. There is no mercy here. There is no mercy. We will grind them into the dust. Relentless. Cenred the Relentless will not stop. River penalties. Wherever we attack from, there's going to be river penalties. Let's just screw it and go for it before he recovers. His morale too much. 2,500 men. Did he get extra men there? I mean, the centre line is non-existent right now. Which is Cenred's line, funnily enough. He'll overlook that little part, though. We've got them again. We've got them again. Another 5% to the war score. Oh! And our plan has come to fruition. Our dastardly son that tried to plot to kill us has died in the oubliette. Oh, what a shame. And now, as we planned, a new heir steps up to the fore. Godwine. Yes. Hopefully you won't want to kill me. Otherwise, I fear for your safety too, child. But surely you will not be so foolish. Surely not. Okay, I think now is the 1,700 men. I kind of like this kind of smash and grab, you know, well, not smash and grab, kind of smash the enemy into the dirt tactic. But if we capture Suffolk right now, I suggest that we're going to get a decent amount of war score. It's their capital. Yeah, I think now's the time to start laying siege. I think now's the time. 67%. And once we start taking some land, we'll get a ticking war score too as well. So I think we've got them outnumbered 2-1 now. So. Peasant revolt for Devon. Are you kidding me? At a time like this, you want to take Devon from? This is bad because this is a peasant. This is a peasant revolt. What happens if he wins this revolt? Becomes independent. So surrender. What happens? Read. Yes, independence basically. Okay, that's fine. Righty-ho then. 2,100 men. It's got a few more men left. We're just up to the hour mark now. This is going to be a long war. We'll see how much war score we take from Suffolk. 2,600. I lose brave. What do you mean we lose bloody brave? No braver man has there been seen on the battlefield. I duel men with no fear and win. Every flipping time we win. We're still wounded. You think that's going to stop us? Okay, so we're almost there. Whilst we're making a profit, see if we get any money from this as well. $13 gold. Whoopie-doo. And that's 4% to the war score. Oof. It's kind of close, isn't it? 2001, there you go. That's, oh, look at that. An outbreak of disease has really crippled them. That's good. Yeah, that's very good indeed. And these guys are suffering big style. Who's a good commander? You? I agree. Bring him forth. Oh, 1,700 men. They're getting ravaged. Absolutely ravaged. The Siege of Ely. 1,500. Dangerous factions. Increased council power. This is only a trouble with this war. We're going to be decimated in terms of our military after this is finished. Absolutely decimated. Oh, Jesus. But he's clinging on for power. He's clinging on. He said he won't be beaten. He said he will not cede power. He will not let go of his kingdom without a fight. And he has fought. Bishops are accusing me of wickedness. I can't be officially crowned. Generous donation. Shut up. I'm crowned when these wars are finished, you fools. You think I've got bloody better things to worry about right now? I'll have my coronation. I'll have a victory coronation once I've dealt with these clowns here. I wonder if they'd submit and force demands. No. Oh, look, he's gone a bit grey. You look old. You look old and haggard, Johan. Perhaps it's time to give it up. Perhaps it's time to say you've been beaten by the better Johansson. What say you, you imbecile? No, you want to continue this charade, do you? Okay, well, we can continue onwards. I will grind every last one of my men into the ground, have them fatigued and giving me their last breath just to see victory over you. Oh yes, I'll deal with my kingdom after the situation. It won't be simple. It'll be a long repair job. But trust me. Why is he getting all this stuff? Crowns and scepters and stuff. Wait a minute. Yeah, he's still alive. Come on, let's just take this last bit of land. This last bit of land, and then we're going to finish off that little piddly army that's left. Johan is leading that army. Hopefully we can just put the icing on the cake, which will be a nice... Oh, look at that. We've got Wessex helping us out a little bit. They're losing, but they tried. It's good to see they're trying. -7%. Okay. Gotta be careful here. Just keep an eye. We may have to come across and deal with this. Whilst trying to deal with this war, you know, well, we're very multi-purpose. We can deal with many, many wars here. I'm a military genius. Right, here we go. That's the last little... There we go. 79%. It's, let's go and see what we can do here. Let's come for the south. And then we'll come up. There shouldn't be a river crossing from down here. And then let's see if we can find Johan in the battlefield and really end this war in style. Where is he? Bring him to me! Ooh, what's that? Oh my god. Misguided warrior. Oh my god, look at his hair! What the hell has he got on his head? Who is this? This is no son of mine. And where's his beard? Oh my god. They get a negative penalty. Oh no, do we get an... Oh no, we will suffer an... Oh. It shows you where the river crossing penalties are. Basically every county, I think. Yeah, okay, fine. Does it matter? Does not matter in the slightest. Oh, wait a second! I try to breathe deeply, but catching my breath in the sweltering weather is difficult. Look! It's the king himself! Someone shouts, and I turn, only to find myself overrun by a dozen of Johan's haphazard soldiers. Oh yes, and so it happens again. Take two. The previous war we had to take the kingdom. In the dying weeks of the war, we found this man on the battlefield and we had him screaming out for mercy, begging for us to spare his life. And in the dying throes of this war, the war that he tried to press his faction to put himself on my throne, we find him once again on the battlefield. Will history repeat itself? And so my opponent looks nervous. He knows I have the better of him. His armour is ill-fitting. And I almost consider rubbing the salt in the wounds and asking him, shall we do this another day, Johan? You look a bit haggard. But a moment later I snap out of it, letting the fresh morning air sharpen my senses. The staunch man is soon on the ground, once again at my feet, groaning in pain. Honestly, Johan, this was too easy. It was far too easy. You claim to be a Johansson, but you are nothing but a traitorous dog. You can't even fight properly. We have descended from Vikings, and our family's been nothing but puppets of a pope. No, this is the day. This is a day, combined with previous victories and duels, where the Johanssons embrace their Viking heritage. Show no mercy, kill him, and end this farce! And by killing him, we take his golden sword. Oh no, sorry, it's handed down to his son, it's fine. I thought we were nicking his stuff. It's handed down to his son. Sceptre's handed down to his son. Pearl's handed down to his son. And so some Italian armour of the cross, the crusade axe. Johan of Mercia has inherited the Duchy of Essex, the County of Suffolk, the County of Northampton. And our enemy is dead. The war has ended. Oh dear. Familial kinslayer, holy hell. Oh well, the bloodlust took over us. The bloodlust took over us, so we've killed a member of our family. And that's not going to go down well with diplomacy or the general opinion. Dynasty opinion is taking a massive hit. Does this man care? Does he look like a man who cares right now? So to finish the session off, we're going to go down here and put down this revolt also. And then we're going to have to take stock of what the hell implications have just happened here. Because the war has ended inconclusively, which means we don't have an opportunity now to revoke this man's titles because we didn't win effectively. And has his bloodlust cost him? And once again, the commander faces forward. We will duel him ourselves. My opponent has managed to hurt me. I've lost a duel. I've lost a flipping duel to some peasant. Oh my god, what an embarrassment. Perhaps we were a little bit overconfident, maybe. I've been excommunicated! By my brother's request. It's all crumbling for Cenred. Clinging on to your title, are you, sir? Clinging on to my kingdom. I'm clinging on. You've killed your brother in your bloody... in your flipping haste. And that has just called a world of problems for you, sir. A world of problems. Disband the units. Have them go back a long way home. Have them start to replenish. But he's in trouble. He's in big trouble. Cenred killed his father. He's now killed his brother on the battlefield. And that act has just opened up a can of worms so large it could be the decision that has had him... well, it's going to have him lose his kingdom. The vassal opinions. Not a single vassal likes him. Not a single vassal likes him. I'll be surprised if a single family member likes him right now. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, Sir Cenred. What has happened to you? And like father, like son, it looks like people clambering over each other now to put themselves on the throne. Duke Johann, Prince Aethelstan, Earl Cenred, they're all clambering to get themselves on the throne. Just how is Cenred going to move on from here? Has he come too far? Has he done too much to be able to recover? Well, maybe so. But, as he has always said, he will not go down without a fight. He will not roll over and concede his kingdom title. And if he has to drag England down with him in a blaze of glory and rip this kingdom asunder, he'll do it. I am king, and I'll do as I please, and I will go down fighting. I'm going to upload the game save if you want to have a nosy, because there's a little bit of work to be done. How his council members are rolling their eyes. If only they'd just allowed war declaration, this all could have been avoided, Cenred. Oh, but no, he wouldn't have any of it. And look what's happened as a result. Until next time. See you soon.